This video provides an introduction to the CS Artisan Labeller. The CS Artisan Labeller is part of the integrated CS Artisan CAD system and is available from the Labels panel of the CS Artisan ribbon. This video demonstrates how planting labels are inserted in the CS Artisan CAD system using palettes created previously. CS Artisan palettes are accessible automatically from users' online accounts via the palette panel, or where an internet connection is not currently available, from locally stored copies after running the Download Palettes utility. Users are able to run Show Characteristics to display a photographic record of the selected plant with associated characteristic information from the integrated web service. From the Labels panel, users are able to insert labels by area, length or number, edit labels already in the drawing, assign additional data fields for grouping and reporting, and to alter the appearance of labels and associated graphics using label preferences. Plant numbers are calculated automatically based on defined planting centers. When labeled objects are edited subsequently, for example by stretching or shrinking, the plant numbers are automatically recalculated for associated labels and reports if these have been created. All plants within the CS Artisan source library contain default planting centers, and there is an option to override or define a new centers value in the Labels panel. If required, users are able to override the default plant number calculation by manually defining a quantity value in the Labels panel. By default, label calculations are based on a level gradient, but users are able to select an alternative gradient from the slope list, which will return a modified area or length measurement for label data. This video will show you how to insert labels by area, length and number. The appearance of labels is determined by settings under Preferences in the Labels panel. Here, users can define a label template listed under Text, layer, color, leader style, text style, and text size and scale. A number of label templates are offered with CS Artisan which enable users to display labels as required. A label template is selected under Preferences, for which the syntax is detailed in the Help system. It is common practice to abbreviate planting labels due to lack of space, and this format has been adopted in the current drawing. Sophisticated label editing enables users to change labels already inserted in the drawing to a different label template at any stage. I will now insert a planting label using an area measurement option. A plant record is selected from a palette prior to running one of the label type options from the Labels panel. Pick Insert Label by Area from the Labels panel and select a closed polyline area. Note that there are options to add or subtract from the defined area, which may be used to label additional areas with the same plant or to remove islands within the defined area that are not to be included in the calculation. Pick a point within the selected area when prompted to specify leader arrowhead location, and pick a point to insert the label at the prompt to specify landing location. The new label is inserted into the drawing using the selected label template and preferences. The leader is attached to the selected area by a rubber band, allowing the label to be moved as required. I will now insert a planting label using a length measurement option. Select a new plant record from the palette panel. Pick Insert Label by Length Staggered and select a linear item on the drawing. In this case, we're going to select a CS Artisan complex line type indicating a staggered hedge around the edge of a building. Pick a point on the selected entity when prompted to specify leader arrowhead location, and pick a point to insert the label at the prompt to specify landing location. Again, move the label to the desired position as required. I will now insert a planting label using a number option, which counts existing graphical symbols as they are picked, or counts new symbols as they are inserted. Select a new planting record from the palette panel. Pick Insert Label using existing symbols with the linking line and select the 5 tree symbols along the path edge. Pick a point in the center of the last tree when prompted to specify leader arrowhead location, and pick a point to insert the label at the prompt to specify landing location. The new label is inserted into the drawing using the selected label template and preferences with a linking line connecting successive symbols. Move the label to the desired position if required. The Labels panel also allows users to define additional data fields, including location, objective, user data 1 and user data 2. This data can be used to group related items as required in a report, for example by location. Frequently it's necessary to add or modify grouping data after labeling a drawing. CS Artisan provides a powerful utility for editing all labels, including modification of grouping data to aid report outputs. If I select an area around the tree label I've just inserted and pick Edit Selected Labels, these record a location of shrub bed 5. Clearly, I would expect the recent tree label to be associated with the same location. Highlight Betula utilis Jackmontii and type shrub bed 5 in the location field, or use cut and paste from another record. Pick Apply to commit the change. I did not assign location data to the 2 other labels that I inserted previously, so again I can use Edit Labels to add this data. I will edit the label using the length staggered measurement to record a location of shrub bed 2. And I will record the same location for the label using the area measurement option. The Edit Labels utility is an extremely powerful tool which can be used to change all planting label data, including specification details, planting centers and gradients, cost, and user-defined data. Label data is automatically included in CS Artisan reports, which immediately reflect any changes made to existing labels or by new labels being created. An existing report has been inserted into the drawing, which provides a simple keying for the abbreviations used in labels. The report has automatically been updated with the new label additions. If a new report is inserted which groups records by location, you can see that the new labels are correctly listed by the location field data we assigned using Edit Labels. Any new labels added to a drawing, or any modification of labels using the Edit Labels utilities, or updating labeled objects by stretching or shrinking areas and lengths, or deleting labeled symbols, will automatically update Artisan reports in the drawing.